You're searching for peace. You've tried everything. Meditation apps, self-help books, therapy, journaling. You've done the work. You've learned the techniques. You've practiced gratitude, and still you can't find it. That calm, that quiet, that sense of being okay. Instead, you're restless, anxious, always waiting for the other shoe to drop, always bracing for what's next, never fully relaxed. Here's what nobody tells you. You can't find inner peace because you're looking in the wrong place. Peace is not something you achieve. It's not something you earn. It's something you already have, but you've been blocking it with one thing, one invisible pattern that's been running your whole life. And once you see it, once you understand what's been standing between you and peace, you can finally let it go and come home to yourself. Let me show you what your mind does. You wake up and within seconds you're thinking, planning, worrying, replaying yesterday, rehearsing tomorrow. Your mind is never quiet. It's always moving, always churning, always producing thoughts. And you think that's normal. That's just how minds work. But here's the problem. You're not just having thoughts. You're believing in them. Every worry, every fear, every criticism, every story tells you about who you are and what's going to happen. You take it as truth, and you live in reaction to it, trying to fix the problems your mind invents, trying to prevent the disasters it predicts, trying to become the person it says you should be. And that's exhausting. And it's why you can't find peace. Because peace is not something your mind can give you. Your mind's job is not to make you peaceful. Its job is to keep you safe, to identify threats, to solve problems, to plan and prepare and protect. And it does that by thinking, constantly, about what could go wrong, about what you need to do, about how you're not enough. It's trying to help. But in the process, it's creating a constant state of unrest, of tension, of never being okay right now, because there's always something to fix, something to worry about, something to become. And you've been trying to find peace by listening to your mind, by following its instructions, doing what it says will make you okay. You think if you just achieve this goal, fix this problem, become this version of yourself, then you'll finally have peace. But it doesn't work that way, because your mind will always find the next thing, the next problem, the next goal, the next reason you're not okay yet. That's what minds do. They don't stop. They don't say, okay, you're good now, you can relax. They keep moving, keep creating, keep stirring up unrest. And you keep chasing peace in a future that never comes. Or maybe you've tried the opposite. You've tried to quiet your mind, to meditate it into silence, to force it to stop thinking. And that doesn't work either, because you can't control your thoughts. The more you try to stop them, the louder they get. The more you resist them, the more they persist. And you end up in a battle with your own mind, fighting for peace, which is the opposite of peace. And you feel like you're failing, like everyone else can do this, but you can't, like there's something wrong with you. But there's nothing wrong with you. You're just fighting the wrong battle. So why does this happen? Why can't you find peace when it's supposed to be our natural state? It comes down to identification. You think you are your thoughts. When your mind says you're not good enough, you believe that's the truth about you. When it says something bad is going to happen, you believe that's a prediction of the future. When it creates a story about who you are, one's cultivating. And because you're identified with your thoughts, you can't have peace. Because thoughts are turbulent. They're constantly changing, constantly reacting. And if you think you are your thoughts, then you are turbulent too. Constantly changing, constantly reacting, never still. But here's the truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that notices thoughts. You are the space in which thoughts appear. And that space is always peaceful, always still, even when the thoughts are chaotic. It's like the sky. The sky doesn't become the storm passes through the sky, and the sky remains unchanged. You are the sky. Your thoughts are the storm, and you've been thinking you're the storm. That's why you can't find peace. This is the core of it. The reason you can't find inner peace is because you're looking for it in the content of your experience. In having the right thoughts, the right feelings, the right circumstances. But peace is not in the content, it's in the context. It's in the awareness underneath all the content, the part of you that's watching. That's present. And that part is always at peace. Disturbed, it's never anxious. It's never in turmoil. But you can't access it because you're so identified with the thoughts and feelings passing through that you don't even know the awareness is there. And this has consequences that shape your entire existence. When you can't find peace, you live in a constant state of seeking, always looking for the next thing that will make you okay, the next achievement, the next relationships. And you might get those things, but they don't bring lasting peace, because the unrest was never about what you didn't have. It was about being disconnected from the awareness that's already peaceful. So you keep seeking, keep accumulating, keep trying to fix yourself, and peace stays out of reach, not because it's not there, but because you're looking in the wrong direction. It also affects your relationships. When you're not at peace, you need other people to make you okay, to validate you, to soothe you, to fill the void. And that's too much pressure. No one can give you peace. They can give you moments of comfort, moments of distraction, but they can't give you peace. And when they inevitably can't meet that need, you feel disappointed, abandoned, and you blame them, or you blame yourself. And the relationships suffer because they're built on need instead of wholeness. And over time, living without peace wears you down. The constant mental chatter, the constant anxiety, the constant feeling that something is wrong. It's exhausting. It makes you irritable, disconnected. You start to shut down because it's too much. The relentless inner noise, the constant striving, the perpetual sense of not being okay. And you lose access to joy, to presence, to the simple experience of being alive. Because you're too caught up in the mind's stories to notice life itself. But here's the shift. Peace is not something you create, it's something you uncover. It's already there, underneath the thoughts, underneath the stories, underneath the constant mental activity. And the moment you stop identifying with the thoughts, the moment you realize you are the awareness, not the content, peace reveals itself. Not because you did something, but because you stopped doing, you stopped believing every thought. You stopped fighting with your mind. You stopped seeking peace in the future. And you notice what's already here, right now, in this moment. The quiets, the peace that's always been present, waiting for you to notice. And this doesn't mean your mind stops thinking. It doesn't mean you never have anxious thoughts or difficult emotions. It means you stop taking them so seriously. You stop believing that every thought is the truth. You stop fighting with them. You just let them be. Clouds passing through the sky. And you rest in the awareness, the part of you that's watching. And from that place, not because everything is perfect, but because you're no longer at war with what is. The truth is, you've been making peace conditional. You think you can't have peace until your life is a certain way, until you achieve certain things, until you fix certain problems. But peace doesn't work that way. Peace is unconditional. It's available right now. Regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your thoughts, regardless of anything. Because peace is not about what's happening, it's about where you're standing. And when you're standing in awareness, in presence, in the here and now, peace is automatic. It's the natural state. You don't have to do anything, create it. You just have to stop the things that block it. So what do you actually do? How do you access this peace that's supposedly always here? I'll give you 3 steps. First, notice that you're thinking. Right now, you're having thoughts. Thoughts about what you're hearing. Thoughts about your life. Thoughts about whether this will work. Just notice them. Don't judge them. Don't try to stop them. Just notice that there are thoughts happening. And in that noticing, you've created a gap. A space between you and the thoughts. Because if you can notice thoughts, you can't be the thoughts. You're the one noticing. The awareness. And that awareness is peaceful. It's always been peaceful. You just haven't paying attention to it because you've been so absorbed in the thoughts. Second, come back to the body. Your mind lives in the past and future. But your body is always here. Now, but when you're lost in thought, bring your attention to your body. Feel your breath. Feel the sensations, the aliveness, the presence. And when you're in your body, you're in the now. And in the now, there is no problem. Problems exist in thought, in stories about the past and future. But right now, in this moke, you're breathing. You're here. And that's peace. Not the peace of having everything figured out, the peace of being present, of not needing anything to be different than it is. Third, let thoughts be. Stop fighting with them. Stop trying to control them. Your mind is going to think. That's its job. Anxious thoughts will come. Critical thoughts will come. Worrying thoughts will come. And instead of believing them or fighting them, just let them be. Watch them like you'd watch clouds. They come. They don't need your engagement. They don't need your belief. They're just thoughts, just mental activity. And when you stop giving them so much power, when you stop treating them like truth, they lose their grip. And underneath them, there's peace. There's always been peace. Here's the truth. You are not broken. You don't need to be fixed. You don't need to achieve some special state to deserve peace. Peace is your birthright. It's your natural state. You've just been covering it up with identification with thought, with the belief that you are the voice in your head, with the constant doing and seeking and striving. But you can stop. You can rest. You can come back to what you've always been. The awareness, the presence, the peace that was never disturbed, never anxious, never in turmoil. Always here, always still, always home. You've been looking for peace out there in achievements, in relationships, in circumstances, in the future. But it was never out there. It's in here, in the silence between thoughts, in the space of awareness, in the simple presence of being. And it's been waiting for you, not judging you for being lost, not demanding anything from you, patiently, for you to stop, to notice, to come home. So stop seeking, stop fighting, stop believing that peace is something you have to earn or achieve or become worthy of. It's already yours. It always has been. You just have to stop blocking it, stop identifying with the thoughts, stop living in the stories, stop waiting for the future. Be here, now, in this moment, where peace has always lived, where you have always lived, underneath all the noise. If this helped you see peace differently, if it showed you where you've been looking and where to look instead, I'd be grateful if you subscribed. There's more here. More reminders to come back. More pointers to what's always been here. More invitations to stop seeking and start being. And maybe that's what you need. The permission to stop trying so hard. To stop fighting, to stop seeking, and to just rest in the peace that's always been yours.